Hello everybody, Sam's Trains here and welcome back to the railway. Now today's video is a little bit different, as always. I seem to be saying that a lot, don't I? But yeah, it is a little bit different. Firstly, it's on request from a guy called Kieran Walker, who commented on the collection video, I would imagine it was. And he basically asked for me to run my Merchant Navy loco, which you can see just there. He also asked to see my Coronation locomotives. You can obviously see the first two there. There's another black one, as you would have seen in the video there, which makes 4 locos in all. So it's kind of a showcase today, kind of a running video, a bit of both. But what I thought I'd do first, to make it a little bit more interesting, is I'll bring them all up onto the white background, just not for long, not for a review or anything like that, but just to have a good close look at them, just for a few seconds really at a time, just so you can see exactly what we're going to be running and the way it's going to work. So first then, we'll do the Merchant Navy because that's the odd one out, and I do realise it's a bit of a strange choice to run with the Coronation locos. But you know, I can do it, so why not? And it's a gorgeous loco. I should actually say, with the Merchant Navy, let's bring it up anyway, there it is. With the Merchant Navy, it really is one of my favourite locos. And I must have completely forgotten about it when I did that 500 subscriber video, because it most likely would have been in that video if I'd have thought about it. But not to worry. But yeah, it's a fabulous loco. It really is. One of Hornby's best, I would say. And it's not the newest. I think it was about 2006. It might even have been as early as, which would make it nearly 10 years old. But it's certainly an excellent runner. And it's quite a powerful one as well. It does pull a fair old bit. But yeah, let's move on to the 3 coronations then. We'll start with the red one. Alright, so there she is. This one's number 6244, King George VI. And this one's by far the best of the 3 coronations. It is in absolutely mint condition, as you can see there, and as was the box it came in. It's also the only one of the 3 that's unmodified. One of them's been repainted, that's the black one, and the blue one's been quite considerably modified. Which I'll show you that one now, so let's get that one on too. And there she is, and as I said, she has been modified quite a bit by the previous owner. She's actually had the body lengthened, I believe, to a more realistic length. And another more serious change is that this centre wheel here now has a flange on it, so whoever had it obviously put an extra wheel set. And that's fine for the loco, it runs just fine, but unfortunately her ability to run on first or second radius curves now has been snatched, if you like. So it's really only third radius or higher. She will run on bits of second radius, and there are bits of second radius on the layout here, but she will visibly slow down over those sections as she's under quite a bit of strain from the wheels. Obviously, the original Trying and Hornby locos had a flangeless centre wheel that doesn't actually make contact with the rails, but as you can see in this case, that is not true. So it's a slight issue for running, nothing too serious, and hopefully she's going to run just fine. But now let's get on to the last of the 4 locos today, which is the black version, and we'll get her up now. Here we go. And there she is, the last of the 3. This is the beautiful Queen Mary loco, running number 6222. And I do realise I've run all of these locos before, by the way. I think I did it back in May, so not too long ago. But I can't resist just getting them out doing a running video. So yeah, it should be good. This one's a good runner, as I'm hoping you'll see. She's always been a good runner, even from when I first got her, but like I said, she's been repainted, but I think quite well. So with that, I'll bring her back to the railway along with the rest, and we'll start with the 2 other coronations, which would be the blue one and the red one, obviously King George, and just the straight Coronation loco. So let's get to that right now. Okay, so there they are, both looking gorgeous next to each other, I must say. King George VI has the 3 Pullman coaches already coupled and ready. And Coronation number 6220 has the Blood and Custard coaches also hooked up, ready to go. 3 coaches each, which should be sufficient. I don't want to put anything under any strain today. So let's start then with King George. Let's give her a little push, because she's on the points there, annoyingly. There we are, that should be fine. There we are. Sorry about that. Of course they all have the modern wheels, so it shouldn't be a problem on the points, but they will cut out, like I say. Right, and here we go with the Coronation then, 6220. Right, and let's take a look at them both going round. think I'm going to slow them both down a touch actually. Yeah, I think that's a bit better, isn't it? Not too bad. She's always been a noisy one, this red one, but I reckon that could be something to do with the body. Obviously they are quite large bubbles, aren't they, the bodies really, so you do get a lot of vibration amplified from in there, I think. Fantastic locos though, aren't they? They really are. These old Hornby ones are great. Alright, time for a stop then everybody. I'll get this one to stop first. There. Then we'll come round. Here we go. Hopefully she's still in shot there. I can't actually see the screen at the moment. There we go. So yeah, two lovely engines. I'm going to put them both away now. Starting with Coronation, the blue one. So we'll get her going again actually. Take her round to an empty siding and we'll do our bit from there. And in she goes, hopefully. Of course, hopefully the loco with her big weird wheels will be okay. No, not quite. I'll just give her a little pull from behind. There we go, oops. Tender's come off I think. Not that it matters now. That's it, she's back behind the points. Oh dear. That's a right kerfuffle, that is. Dear oh dear. Yeah, that's two curves there. The point and then the curve that follows, so it was asking for it I suppose. But yeah, we're back on. Not that it matters, we've finished running her now. I'll just hook this back up for the sake of OCD. Let's get King George inside then as well. Right, we're going to reverse her just back behind Steve, the B12 there. And now, bear in mind she's got the Pullman coaches, so you know, I don't like reversing coaches into sidings at the best of times, but these are notorious ones. So let's see how this works. Oh, and the loco cut out. How very typical. Well, that's not too bad. She was going pretty slow. Go on, a bit more. Alright, anywhere there's just fine. And that was a great little clip of slow running there, which is always excellent to see. Right, let's get the next two out. So I dropped the Merchant Navy into this siding here, and she's actually set up with a sizable rake of freight. Obviously she's not really a freight locomotive, but I just thought it'd be nice to have a change, so you can see all that stuff there. So anyway, I'll just flick the points, as you do, and we'll get this fabulous loco with this reasonably long train out. And we'll cross our fingers that nothing comes off the rails while we're trying to do that. So here we go. Oh, and she'll go forwards too, that'll help. Gently does it. There we go. That's the easy bit done, the loco. Now these milk wagons will shake around a lot, but they're alright as you can see. Not come off the track. It is quite a consist, certainly is. And we're done. Let's just close that point and then we'll reverse her back. There we are. She's all... well, everything's working anyway. and we'll stop her right in the middle of where you can see her, about there. And then we'll go and deal with the last of the Coronation locos. Here we go. Alright, so she's in this siding then with all those coaches. She's going to be coming out from that junction. I've already got the points, so there's nothing to worry about there. These coaches are normally well behaved, but I can always jinx it, can't I, with what I say. So yeah, let's get her reversing out now. There, marvellous. Right, let's flip over, put the camera down here then, and we'll watch them both start off, and then we'll do the usual, follow them around the room for a little while, for a little bit of a run. Right, so there we are then. I think it's quite an odd match personally. I suppose they're both Pacifics, aren't they? But that's about the only thing they've got in common. They are very different looking locomotives, from a visual point of view anyway. So enough talk then, let's get them both off. We'll start with Merchant Navy, and all that ridiculously long train. I'll change direction first, that would help. There we are. Great. Pick up a little bit of speed just to make sure it all... Hang on, hang on, hang on. It's left off. The train behind. We've got a sticky couple in, I think. 1 minute, 1 minute. Again. There. It better have caught it. That'll be very cool if it has. No, it's come off somewhere else. Ugh. What is it playing at? Put some speed up there. Very nice. Let's get Queen Mary going then. Here we go. Not too fast, mind. Right, and let's take a look at them go, shall we? It is a struggle just here for the Merchant Navy. She should do it, but she slows right down to a crawl in the process. But we're alright, you see she suddenly picked up speed. Now I did clean all the track very thoroughly yesterday, so this is the best we're going to get it. In terms of traction, she goes really flying down this straight though. Come on girl, oh I should perhaps have taken a little bit of this lot off, shouldn't I? It's a bit of a silly thing to put that much on, but she does do it, so, you know, never mind. Alright, so I'm going to slow these two down then, bring them to a stop. She'll do fine just there. Merchant Navy's following up as well. Here she is. Let's stop her there. Not where I'd normally stop them, but it fits the shot. Right, well that's it anyway. Yeah, 4 locos, 3 of the Coronations or Duchesses, and the Merchant Navy. So Kieran, if you're watching, I hope that was what you were after. It's been nice to have a running session, and I do love these sorts of locos, so it's no problem at all to do things like this. If you've got a request yourself, you can just leave it in the comments, or you can tweet me now on twitter.com/samstrains or @samstrains, and as always on Facebook at facebook.com/samstrains. It's always nice to hear from you and see you on there, so if you are on Facebook or Twitter and you'd like to get involved, do give me a like or a follow on there, and I'll always do the same with you back. And yeah, that'll be great. But for now, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's always nice to have a run and a close-up and a bit of a showcase. Whatever, it's always good fun. Stay tuned for a bit of a blooper if you want to, a bit of smoke alarm trouble today. But yeah, that should about do it. So until Sunday, I'll see you very soon. Cheers, everybody. There. And also the two, well, you shut up. It needs a new battery. This could get annoying. So, oh God, right, I'm going to Wilco's. I'll finish this video when I get back.